My cell phone is actually on the ground for us tonight. Nancy, it's Megan. Do you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Megan.
Hi. Okay. Give us any information you might have. Show us the pictures that you have. Let us know what's going on.
Well, Megan, right now on the scene, I actually have a witness that was actually working inside the mall at the current time that the shooting took place. So I'm going to interview her right now. What's your name?
My name's Trinity, and I work at the Superdry store in the Garden State.
Trinity, tell me exactly what happened.
I was just closing the store, and it was maybe like 12 minutes till closing, and then people just started running, going, "Leave, get out, get out." So me and my coworker just looked out, and then we just ran. People were saying, "There's shots being heard, there's shots being heard." So we just started running. The mall was deserted at the time. We're kind of far from Nordstrom, but from what I heard, it was at Nordstrom, that area.
And describe, did you hear any sounds? What store exactly? You said, where was it in relation to where the sounds were coming from?
There was just echoes. It was kind of faint, but it was over by Nordstrom.
Tell me what goes through your mind. You're hearing something like that.
It's frightening. I don't expect to come to the mall and there'd be like guns in the mall, people walking in with big rifles and stuff like that, just shooting up the place. It's kind of frightening.
Did you actually see any kind of shooter, suspect, somebody that looked?
I didn't see anybody. My portion of the mall was kind of dead, but I keep hearing people telling me it was a guy with just a helmet. He was armored. He had a rifle the size of his leg, and he just started shooting up in the ceiling.
Shooting up at the ceiling. Tell me the sounds. Describe the sounds you heard. I mean, this is a Monday night, but as I was telling my anchor, Megan Vega, it's the night before election. A lot of kids are off. Are you in high school? Are you in school?
I'm just a full-time worker at the mall. I was in college. I go to Bergen.
I'm sorry. How many kids would you say were at the mall this evening?
Well, it's hard to say. The mall was not dead, but there was people in the mall. It was, I want to say, maybe a couple hundred people, maybe 1,000 people in the mall.
Tell me, describe the scene, what police told you when they came in. I mean, what did your bosses say?
I was the manager at the time. They just told me to get out. They didn't want anybody in the mall. Absolutely nobody. They were saying shots were being heard, and that's all I knew at the time. Yeah.
And first feeling of just hearing this?
It's just frightening. I have chills. I was out here for a half hour in a t-shirt. Like, I didn't even feel the cold. It was frightening. Everybody was locked out of their stores. My store is wide open. My doors are wide open. I couldn't lock it.
We're very glad you're safe. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, Megan, as you can see from her here, this is a very active scene. Police are still surrounding the parameters of the mall. We'll, of course, bring you the latest updates as soon as we hear. Even as we go by, there's constant police cars just zooming by. We'll bring you the very latest just as soon as I have more details. Back to you.
Nancy, thank you so much. We know that you'll be speaking with some other people coming up in just a little bit. We understand that, you know, her reaction is just so visceral and it's just so real. It's a very scary situation. So, Nancy, why don't you go try see if you can find anybody else who might have been in the mall or who was working in the mall or might have been shopping in the mall.